Happy January. I'm so excited to be sharing today my January blog that's coming out. And while we might be feeling the pressure this January, this new year, to make big, sweeping changes in our life, to overhaul our life, to become a new you along with a new year, often those really lofty goals we have end up falling flat. I'm sure you've experienced that. I know I have. We set a big goal, we miss a day, and suddenly we're in this cycle of guilt and frustration. And the truth is, at least in my experience, I found that actually real change doesn't come from these massive leaps we make. It actually comes from small, intentional steps. These are called Keystone Habits, and that's what I'm looking at this month in my blog. I'm also talking about the role of mindful living in goal setting, and a few strategies that have worked really, really well for me that make habits stick. And I want to give you a couple of them right now, right here. And then if they resonate with you, go ahead and read the blog. You can catch that in the comments below. So the first one, and this one might sound kind of silly and simple, the first one that has helped me really build habits that stick is being kind to myself. Yes, so simple, being kind to myself. I know that we hear this all the time, but truly with goals, perfection is not the aim that we're setting our sights on. I mean, thinking of something really simple, a habit I've had for years, over a decade of meditation, I don't do that every single day. I don't hold myself to that standard of perfection of meditating every single day, and that's okay. And when I miss a day, I do my best to commit myself to practicing again tomorrow. That's kind of how I maintain that habit, is that if I skip a day, I make sure I practice the next day. And the key really is to show yourself some grace and to focus on not perfection, but consistency over time. And then the second thing that's helped me really build habits that last is tracking my progress. Studies actually show that 76% of people who track their goals, write them down, track how successful they are, share their progress with a friend or an accountability buddy, they're actually 33% more likely to be successful with their goals than people who don't track, people who don't write down their goals. So I love to use my mindful mornings journal. You can always see it in the background in these videos. I use that to track my goals, not only my meditation goal, because I use it right after I meditate, but I'm also writing in it my other goals. Right now for me, that's including things like reading. I am taking a course right now, and so that I write down every day or daily-ish when I'm in my mindful mornings journal that I want to be on top of taking that course. I did a little bit of it yesterday. I want to be on top of my weight training goal. So those are a few of them. And I find that tracking them and writing them down in my mindful mornings journal helps me to stay on top of those habits. It's it's almost as though it's a reminder, right? We can be living our lives in such a routine of habit that if we want to add in a new habit, we forget. So that routine really just helps me to remember these new habits that I'm excited to integrate into my life. So if any of this resonates with you, head on down to the comments, click on the link there where you can read the whole blog talking about Keystone Habits, how mindfulness can help you set some really transformative habits for the new year, and a few other ways that I really build habits that stick. See you there.